Hi, my name is Cecile and I'm doing this video for Dr. Gischetti at Backstrong Health Group. Okay, so let's do a quick audit of your company. I brought up your website. Good news is you do have a secured website because it has a padlock here. If you didn't, it would show an unsecured site. And what does that mean for you? Well, Google would penalize you. It would not bring your website up in the top rankings on Google because we're dealing with Google, which is a robot, and they need the correct data. Okay, the other thing I noticed is you do not have a Facebook pixel helper, otherwise this would show up in colors, and that tells me that you're probably not advertising on Facebook. A pixel is a code where we can put a code on your website. Why? Because if you've ever gone to Amazon and looked around for a shovel, let's say, because it's been so cold, and then you leave Amazon and you see that darn shovel wherever you go online, that is a tracking code called the pixel. Amazon knows that it takes about 8 times for the consumer to take a look at a product or a service before they buy. We call them touch points, and we also call it the top of mind. So we want to be able to put a code on your website so that people can see Backstrong at least 8 times. So whenever they're thinking about, whenever they're shopping online, whenever they're on Facebook, whenever they're on Amazon, that code just follows them around, and then it flashes your business to them so that we keep Backstrong Health Group at the forefront of their mind. Whenever they're shopping, they're going to see your ad, they're going to see your logo, and eventually they're going to buy. So it helps you, increase your sales potential. Okay, so enough of that. It's a nice website, nice and clean. So let's bring up your audit. So I did notice that it's got the correct address for most of this. Except for here, Foursquare. I believe you had another location at Northland. Did you close that location? If you did, I would go to Foursquare and get rid of that location, because again, it's going to penalize you if you have a closed location. Again, Google just wants to see the data. If you give Google the data that it's looking for when people plug in information into Google, chiropractors, Calgary South, it wants to have the correct data, and if it doesn't, then it's just going to not rank you as high. And what we're looking for is NAP. It's an acronym that stands for name, address, and phone number, making sure that that's correct straight across Google. Otherwise, or online. Otherwise, you are going to get penalized. Okay, so I'm just going to uncheck that. And then we're just going to continue. Of course, this is our own little software program. I'm just going to put a dummy information in there because otherwise I'll get a ton of these in my email. So let's see what your score is. Okay, so not too bad. So you've scored 72.5 out of 100. Here's some of the issues. So you can read through that. Missing profiles on some review sites, unrated profiles on some review sites. So let's take a look. So let's go down here. You've got great stars, 4.3. I'd like to see you at maybe a higher, 5 stars. And the difference between a star rating is in between 4 and 5 stars, that can increase your profits from 4 to 9%. So hey, you can actually increase your sales by almost 10%. So here's you've got 3 ratings, 3 reviews on Yelp, 7 on Facebook. I like to see those a little bit higher. The more reviews, the better. You've got 36 on Google, which is really good. And then your listing strength. We like to see you at least on 4 directories. Why? Because directories, some of them, there's a lot of free directories, and this is like free real estate. So we like to at least see you on 4 directories to get better online exposure. And that will increase your listing strength. It looks like you've claimed your Facebook fan page, and you probably can't see Yelp, but you've also claimed Yelp as well. So let's take a look at Google My Business. I brought your business up earlier, and so I just typed it into Google. And if you didn't set up Google My Business, then your company would not show up on the right hand side here. And like I said, this is free real estate, and it looks more credible to have your company online when you list that. Google loves that. Plus, Google will push up your website higher in the ranking when you set yourself up with Google My Business, because now it believes that it's a reputable company. Okay, going on to Yelp. Here we go. We've got this claimed. We've got only 3 reviews. I'd like to see it higher. But a lot of people will not claim their listings, and that's not a good idea. I'll explain later. So let's take a look at your reviews. The one thing I did notice was these reviews are so old. We'd like to see at least a review that is 2 months and younger. When they're so old like this, people are thinking that maybe perhaps you're not in service anymore. So make sure that your reviews are current. And then you have 3 reviews, but you do have a nasty one. So we want to be able to load more positive reviews so that we can drown out any of the negative reviews. Okay, you're on 411.ca. Remember how I mentioned it's really important to have the correct information here. That acronym, NAP, name, address, and phone number. So the address is incorrect here. You're going to get penalized from Google. So I would go into 411.ca. Make sure that you edit your address in there. And you want to make sure you claim this listing, because this one is not claimed. And why is it important to claim your own listings for your own company? Well, if you don't, then we call it a black hat trick, where your competitor can claim this. And they can actually ask their friends to make bad reviews in your, on this listing, and you won't even know about it. And then all of a sudden it's going to reduce your star rankings, ratings, and you're just kind of wondering, well, why do I have only a 3-star now? I used to be at almost 4.5. So this is what happens online. So you want to make sure to claim them. Okay, and then this is Yellow Pages. I brought you up here. Again, we want to see 4 listings. Looks like it's the correct address, but we want to make sure that you have photos in there. Okay, this is something that you get penalized for as well. So this might not even be your fault. Sometimes these listing companies will actually add your business. They'll just go over here and then dump your information into their database. Why? Because they don't want an empty database, because they will not look reputable as a company. So they go ahead and perhaps they've listed your business, or maybe someone else listed your business, but they did not put in any photos here. So make sure that you have a storefront here. Take as many pictures as possible. Just get it off of your website. Take inside and outside of your store or your clinic, and maybe put some staff photos in here of yourselves. That would be good. The rule of thumb is, if you're putting a treatment photo here, just make sure that you don't capture the face of that client, because sometimes it goes against their terms and policies. So it's always good just not to have their face. Okay. So other than that, I just wanted to go through all of this for you to give you a few pointers. There's also some other free listings. There's tons of them out there, but this is part of SEO. So that's why it's really important to eventually get someone to do your SEO, because they do all of this meticulous listings on all of these websites, but they also take a look at keywords to make sure that they're high ranking keywords, and they do citations. It takes them hours and hours and hours to do this. And why? That's why it takes about 6 to 12 months for you to rank on the first page of Google, because it takes time to rank. Google's just not going to put you on the first page. It just takes time to go through all of these sites and to allow Google to make sure that you're a legit company. All right, so we're done with your audit. So this is the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about. This is what I'm providing for you for free, because why? Because I know you, and I would love to help to get you some sales. It's going to be a free service for you, because I do need the practice. So this is a text marketing service that I use. It's a software program. And so what I'm thinking is, if you have 100 clients, then out of 100, I project that you may have about 20 clients that will take your offer of maybe 25% off of massage or a chiropractic appointment. I'm not sure exactly what kind of offer you want to put in front of these clients of yours. You're going to know that more than I do. But out of 100, 20 of them will most likely be looking for that offer, and they're just sitting there anyways in your database. And out of 20, maybe you get 50% of them that turn into sales, paying clients. So let's convert someone that has had massage come in for a chiropractic appointment, and someone who has chiropractic appointments. Let's flip them into some massage or naturopath or acupuncture. Okay, so this is what the site looks like. I was playing around in it, and yeah, I was checking this out for a gym. I'm most likely going to be targeting gyms where we're going to set up personal training sessions. But yeah, I can send out a text on your behalf, and then put that offer in a text form to your current clients that you already have in your own database. And then I will go back and forth with them to book them on an appointment. So let's see. This is how it goes. So what we do is we import your clients in a a CSV file, and of course it has to be first name, last name, phone number, an email, kind of a status, if they're, maybe a Groupon offer that they came in once and you never ever saw them again. We could reach out to them again and hopefully they'll come back. Or we just keep it for your own current clients, because we know that they are good paying clients, that they're not discount shoppers. But it doesn't hurt to actually put in the Groupon offer clients too. And once they're downloaded, then what will happen is then I generate it to go into your own specific list. So for instance, I can select a couple of people here. I've already created some lists. I think it was right here. Yeah. So I've already created a chiropractic massage list right here. And that's what we're going to do. Dump those people into this list. Now, this is a secured website, which is really important because we want to make sure your data is secured. And they know what they're doing because they already have a Facebook pixel on their website. So, these guys are marketers, so you guys will be fine with this. So we want to stay ahead of the competition and be able to dump your contacts, and then we just import, we add it to an existing list, and then we can just put it into Chiro. Chiro, here it is. And then I just click OK, and then your leads get imported into your own profile list, because I may be, and I'll just put that there. And so here we go. So now we have 2 people in your list, which I'll just eliminate that after. And then what I could have done is I could have actually put them into a Google folder for you. I've actually color coded everything, and I put M for massage, A for an assessment for chiropractic. But then what I did see was you guys had your own. You guys actually had your own software program. Let's go in there. Was it here? I think it was right here. So a person can actually book right here on your own website, because I believe you guys are using Jane for your booking service. So I can go in here and book on your behalf. I'm going to put down initial appointment, and I see what your availability is. So what I could do is I can book right here, and then I can also have a Google Calendar too, so that you guys can see that it came from myself, because we want to make sure that we don't charge them full price, because we are trying to get them back into the clinic. So we have to entice them with some kind of coupon. Okay, so they can have like a 25% off coupon, and they can pick any kind of service that they want. And it's either I can give them the coupon through texting, and they can call the business altogether. Haven't worked that out yet. And then that way, if they do that, you will see that they have come from me, and you can see how successful this is. All right, so my projection is I'm probably going to be doing this for gyms, but I wanted to test it out for chiropractic services just to see how well it worked in your service as well, in your industry. So I hope that you got some value from this. If you want to sit down and chat a little bit more about it, let me know. Here's my phone number. Of course, you know who I am. Here's my brochure. Here's some of the other services that we offer. We do brand reputation, Facebook ads, Google PPC ads, search engine optimization. And here's my brochure that I created. So this is really important about reviews. 92% of people look online before they actually purchase a product or a service. 73% of people will not do business with you if you have 0 to 3 stars and bad reviews. It's that high. And like I said, to increase a star could actually get you more sales. So in between 4 to 9% more sales once you jump up a star rating. So it's really important that we can try and get you into a 5-star radius. We do have a software program. This is the name of my business. We have a software program that we actually can manage your reviews. But that's a little bit later. We'll talk about, let's try and get you some money first. Let's try and get some sales through the door first. Because my goal is I just want to make you some money, because in exchange I'm looking for a review from you and be able to use this for my own business. So I hope to help you out. Like I said, I hope that you got a lot of value from this, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Okay, take care and bye for now. You know my number. And let me just put this up here as well. Here's all my information if you're needing to send me an email, or you could phone me direct, of course. All right, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.